Shortly before 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon, the Sheriff's Office Dispatch Center received calls in reference to a shooting at Hugh Camp Park in Liberty City, and that's when we responded. Initially, the response was from Christus EMS, who had staged waiting on the scene to be secured. We had troopers from the Department of Public Safety and eventually some units from Sabine ESD2 arrived on scene. They began life-saving procedures. There's going to be multiple victims. The victims were identified as 16-year-old Haley Blake and then her father, Sean Blake. It was not part of a chase. This doesn't appear at this time to be a random act of violence. The suspect, which we identified as Christopher Hicks, who is currently undergoing life-saving procedures at a local hospital right now. It appears that it was a targeted attack and that Sean Blake was the target. We know that Haley Blake and Christopher Hicks, we believe at this time, were in a dating relationship. He is a local guy. He's local to the Sabine area. At this time, we believe that his gunshot wounds are going to be self-inflicted. All three, the suspect and the two victims, are from the Liberty City area. Even though this is a small park, as far as crime scene goes, it's a very large crime scene. You want to secure the park. There's several reasons what we're looking for when we get there. Number one, we need to start life-saving procedures on all victims, and that included the shooter who was shot multiple times. Beginning life-saving procedures, making sure that we're stopping the dying. Stop the killing, stop the dying. That's what we're all about. Once we get those victims secured, make sure that the scene is safe. We got to make sure there's no other follow-up victims. Unfortunately, when shooting scenes, innocents get shot. So we want to make sure that there are no other victims, on the scene. That the scene is secure. Once the scene is secure, victims are out. We start processing it as a crime scene, and that takes hours, sometimes even days. The investigation is ongoing. We're currently working with the district attorney's office, and we'll be pursuing charges on Christopher Hicks.
And right now, there's no timetable for when he will be released from the hospital yet?
We don't know anything about that. His condition is still deemed to be extremely critical, and the hospital is still doing life-saving procedures on him.
Okay. I also saw, I don't know if you can say anything about this, where the 16-year-old victim, where she was attending Sabine High School?
Yes, we do believe that she was a student there. This is not school-related, that this is not a random act. So far, what we have determined that this is a targeted attack. The community is safe at this time. What we do ask, though, with anybody information as to what had possibly been going on with the family, or if anybody was a witness to that, in this particular case, there were two off-duty first responders that were at the scene that did witness it, that began, life-saving procedures on the victim as well as the shooter. But unfortunately, we do believe that there were some other witnesses that possibly left the scene. So if anybody saw anything, please come forward and let us know. Please contact the Criminal Investigation Division of the Sheriff's Office with any witnesses or details into this incident.